Hi, so I've finished my 90-minute mix, and I just thought I would talk you through my process and the song and kind of what I've done so far. So let's have a very quick listen to what's going on. Okay. Okay, so right at the start there, I've got some automation going on. Just that intro of the guitars panning from left to right to give that really kind of. I felt the song was quite eerie and creepy, and I like that. As soon as I heard it, I thought the vocals have got to have some effect. The guitars are quite cool for the intro, and then it kicks in. And some kind of research that I've been doing recently is showing that actually they're automating the guitars up a little bit when the break comes, when the beat comes. So that's what I've tried to write automation as I go through the song. First thing you might notice is I started with the drums here, and straight away thought I'd use triggers. The kick, snare didn't seem like great recordings. I was taking kind of a lot of time messing with it, trying to get it right, and I was getting lots of boomy, and I was cutting quite harsh EQ. So within a couple of minutes, I felt triggers were the way to go, and I'm actually really pleased with the drum sounds in this song. I think they sound great. On the bass here, so we've got the bass split. So we've got bass right down the middle here. We've got the bass panned left, and we've got the bass panned right. The left bass is a distorted kind of sound. Let's just solo that one for you. Just panned left. It's quite low in the mix, but when it breaks down, you can hear that distorted sound quite a bit. I just think it adds a little bit of something. I was quite aware from feedback that I'd had about using the sonic space to left and right and trying to make sure that everything has its space in the mix. So with all three bass together, you can hear the real punchy main bass, but just in my left ear I can hear a little bit of the distorted bass going on. I quite like that. So that's the bass. So we've got kicks, kick and snare we've got on triggers. Let's just have a quick listen to those on their own. I think they sound really nice. Just get to a bit where they are. This one's just adding a little bit of kind of a phase, just a little bit more of something to the snare that I quite like. I think the drums sound really, really good. I mean, in my eyes, it's a proper rock song when it kicks in. And those, to me, they're rock drums. That's exactly how I would want a drum sound on a rock song to be. And I think they sit really nice in the mix as well. No need for parallel compression. I think the trigger sounds fantastic, really, really good. So let's take a look at the guitars now. Some heavy EQing going on in guitars. Nearly all of them run through this J37 plugin, the Abbey Road Studios Desk. I think it's a Waves plugin that I bought. I love the plugin so much. Sounds brilliant. So let's just have a look at the guitars. Quite a lot of them. Let's just solo these. Just have a look one by one. Okay, straight away when we play it from here, we can already hear that there's something going on with the guitars, in particularly the phase, not the effect, the phase effect. So let's have a look. We put that on, excuse me, on this this electric guitar here, and I wanted to be creative with the EQ. So I've tried to vary it as much as I can. Instead of finding one nice EQ, I've put some kind of filters in, some envelope filters, some different EQ in, some with low cuts. Some of these kind of just under 1K frequencies needed cutting out because they were quite harsh. Let's just have a quick listen to this one. Just gives a much cleaner guitar sound. And in terms of panning, you know, we've got these going on in different directions, just to find their space in the mix. There's a lot of guitar tracks on here, and I probably could have lost a couple of them, but actually when they all kick in together, they're pretty nice. There's that phaser in my right ear. It's a great sound. It's really, really good. I'm happy with it, and it just gives the listener something else. So it's not just a guitar kicking in, that when they listen to it for the second, third, fourth and fifth time, they're like, oh, I can hear that phasing guitar sound on my right ear. I just think it sounds really good. There's a lot of these guitar tracks. Cool. We've got some parallel compression on the guitars. We've got some reverb sends. And you'll notice there's some panning going on here. So this is a really nice breakdown part in the track. Just see if I can go back to that a little bit. Just here. Okay, just have a look at the panning going on. And with the vocal at this point, the vocal is really nice, and it just starts to work with this guitar. Vocals I've kept central in the mix. I think they sound really nice there. So I've got the guitar moving in one direction and the vocal moving in the other. Great. And I really like that section of the song. It sounds really cool. So vocals, as I mentioned earlier, I wanted them to be weird. I wanted them to be at times really in your face, at other times set back in the mix and just letting the guitars come forward and just the track moving. I really like the song and I get what they're doing. So that kind of worked for me. So Vox, we've got a lot of delay going on. I've tried to time, I didn't want to stop the delay. I wanted the delay to be almost continuous but timed. So we've made sure that that's matched up to the song. So I'm really happy with the mix so far. I need to do more kind of mastering, more compression, I think. I might do some more vocal tidying up. At the minute we've got kind of EQ, mainly kind of just to add a little bit of presence and thickness. We've also got some of this kind of envelope, or what I call kind of, I think it's called like a talk box. Let's just find the part of this song where that's going on. This one. You're all the same, you're all the same. All the same to me. So it's just a kind of strange, strange weird sound, and it just kind of makes it stand out in the mix a little bit more and gives the listener something else to listen to. So I'm quite impressed with how it all sits together. Yeah, so that's it. So that's my first 90-minute mix, and it's a quick one, and I just wanted to get EQ'd, the trigger sorted out, and just something kind of get a feel of the song straight away. So that's what I've done. See ya.